So here we go, guys. This is now the third episode in Am I Competitive Yet? And this was the force that I took for a spin against Ian's Dark Angels. And you know what? It did alright. It did alright. I think we're starting to get there. Big letdown was definitely the Sanguinary Guard. And the problem is they've only got 2 attacks. So I've thought very much about how I can improve the Sanguinary Guard. Granted, I didn't have my Warlord in either, so they weren't getting the rerolls. It was very situational. If you watch the game, which will be up next week, they just didn't hit quite hard enough. I think I rolled quite poorly. Death Company, again, were just... It felt like they were chaff. They didn't really do anything. It's like Ian shot them first. They died. They didn't really do much. So I think the Death Company definitely have to go. The Chaplain was... He didn't really get to do anything other than give the Death Company the rerolls the first time round. Beyond that, he was basically just another character flying around with a jump pack. He actually held an objective for a couple of turns for me. But that was pretty much it. The Priest buff on the Sanguinary Guard did come into effect, but because I rolled so poorly, it didn't make that much of a difference. The LT was okay, but again, I think he needs to go. I think I definitely made the right choice with the Plasma Inceptors, and it meant that because I'm in Sanguinary Guard at one side, the Plasma Inceptors and a couple of the others at the other side, Ian basically had to decide which way he wanted to fire his Hellblasters. Yes, I lost them quite quickly, but by targeting them, it left me Sanguinary Guard alive. So I think there is merits to them. They absolutely tore apart the Dreadnought like tenfold. It was probably wasted shots. I maybe should have gone after the Hellblasters with them. But, you know, it was their first run out, and I think they did alright. So I think there's definitely merits for having them. Psychic support was incredibly lacking, and it was a big thing. So I've gone back, looked through the Codex, looked through the Psychers. Mephiston is somebody that I really want to get in, but I'm struggling to fit him in points-wise for the minute. And I burned through my command points reasonably quickly. I think I'll go away quite lucky with a lot of them. However, I could do with a few more. This is quite restrictive, the list as it is at the minute, because I need 3 elite and I need 3 fast and I need 4 HQ just to get them extra couple of command points. So what I think I'm going to do is actually try and double battalion if possible. But I definitely need some psychic support, and I've looked at how to get more attacks and stuff on the Sanguinary Guard, and there is 2 ways that I can do that. So don't have all the models built for the third list painted yet, but I'll show you where my third list is going. Right, so this is almost the third list, and you notice it looks a little bit lacking. It's because I haven't got 15 scouts painted yet. They're half done. All the reds are done, so hopefully it shouldn't take me too long to get them done, and hopefully I'll get them done in time for the tournament that I'm going to be attending next week. I'm also halfway through painting the Sanguinaur. Started the gold. So the Sanguinaur is going in because he has a +1 attack within 6-inch bubble, which gives them 3 attacks. And of course, if he is the Warlord, which might not be a good idea, probably have to leave it as this guy for the extra damage and stuff. We'll see. But if the Sanguinaur is the Warlord, it means he's up there, he's with them, he's pretty good, he can retreat and still charge, and of course against characters he's not half bad either. So he's kind of a little bit of a character hunter while this guy can go after bigger things. But I've stuck the Librarian with jump pack in, and look, he looks piddly, doesn't he? He's tiny. So as long as my opponent agrees, I'm going to stick this guy in, who will eventually be, of course, Mephiston. But for rule of cool, yeah, I'll use him. The Priest is still there because, you know, cheap HQ option, and I need 4 because I'm running a double battalion. like I said, 2 units of intercessors, and then the 4 units of scouts, plus these 3 guys in the Sanguinor gives me my double battalion. I still feel I'm missing someone. No, I'm not. Nope. I've of course got the Ancient still, 1 Power Fist in there, and I've got 1 squad of Inceptors to act as sort of screen clearing, along with the Plasma Inceptors to be me heavy hitters. And because I lacked a little bit more multi-weapon damage, I've basically gone for a Devastator squad, but 1 las cannon because it's the only points I had left. And the Sergeant is having an Amorum Cherub to give that las cannon its buff. So that is going to be the force. Like I said, a few more scouts. There's 2 things I'm still playing with though. Do I give them auto bolters still, which is the 2 shots at range 24, or do I just give them the bolt rifles for the -1 AP, which, to be honest, when I was fighting Ian, I felt, you know what, that even just the extra 6 inch for 1 shot, lose the 2nd shot but gain the AP, might have been beneficial against the Marines. So I'm tempted to save 10 points on losing them in order to put a heavy bolter in one of the scout squads. Then I've got access to Hellfire rounds, stratagem, if I need to use that. So yeah, the sighted powers he's going to take: Shield of Sanguinius and Unleash Rage. Cast Unleash Rage on them means that they've got 3 attacks. If the Sanguinor is within range, that means they've got 4 attacks, rerolling to hit, rerolling 1s to wound, and +1 to the strength, and +1 to wound. It's a good combo, but 4 characters to buff that 1 squad is a lot. So let me know what you guys think. I think I'm starting to get close to a pretty well defined list. Let me know what you change up, because I think the Inceptors are probably going to end up being the next thing to go. Possibly the Primaris in exchange for more scouts on normal Marines. You know, maybe drop them and put another 5 tactical Marines with a las cannon in. I don't know, but this is where we're up to at the moment. Let me know what you guys think and what you would change.